Hi guys, let's look at how you can come up with an examination system using Microsoft Access. That is a professional exam system, a system that you can share. So guys, I will first of all demonstrate on the system that I will be taking you through. That is from part 1 until the end. So you key in the password here. Then once you key the password, you'll be in a position to have this module here. Therefore, I shall have this module, the module for marks entry, the module for mark sheets, and the module for report forms or report cards. So guys, to start the system, you just first of all feed the students' details. Like now, you just fill guys here. This is the place you fill the system. You can also copy paste from Microsoft Excel and paste it here. So far I have 3 students fed, and then from there I just go to marks entry. Therefore this dialog box pops up, and then I just go to form 4 and then East, and now I have 1 class, form 4 East. So once I do that, I then choose the term or semester. I have 3 semesters here or terms, so I choose term 1, then hit on marks entry. Therefore, once I hit on marks entry, I'll be in a position to see the number of students that are in my system. So far I have 1, 2, 3. Then from there, you have the subjects. Like for example, I need to feed some marks so that you can see how this one works. So I just go to this one. This one I feed 85. This one I feed 96. Then you need to tab the marks to get to the system. Then I go to Kiswahili. Then Kiswahili I feed 55. Then this one 56. Then I do the same. Then I go to mathematics. This guy has 56. This has 85. Like that, we feed the marks. Then I go to biology. This guy is taking biology also. Scored 85. Then this one scored 56. Like that. Then guys, we go ahead to chemistry. Chemistry, this scored that 2. This scored 45. Like that. Then I go to geography. This scored 50, this scored 40. Yeah, let's see if it scored 40. So this, then we go to CRE. This, for example, scored 78. This scored 96. Like that. Then we go to agriculture. We have this scored 52. This scored 41. That way. So far I have fed my marks. Therefore, I need to hit on cross. Then once I do that, now I can go to mark sheet and I can produce the mark sheet for that class. For example, form 4, I just go to form 4 East, form 4 East, then I choose end term. Then I just go to results and then wait for the mark sheet to populate. So far guys, the system is populating the mark sheet. And for that case, the mark sheet is here, guys. So far now you can see these 3 guys here have been aligned, and then you can see position 1, position 2, position 3, and also with their mean score. So that is the mark sheet. So after doing that one, I cross that. Then, for example, I want to produce the report card or the report form of these guys or any of these guys. For example, now I just go to this module here, then I just type the year 2022, and that is 2022. Then I choose the class, they are in form 4, semester, they are in semester 1, class, it is 4 East. Then for example, I want specifically to produce report form for 739, then I just hit on card per admission number or per registration number. So after doing that guys, the system will now populate the report card. Therefore, this is the report card, guys. Therefore, you can see this is for Don Gichai 739, and then you are down here. You can see there is this guy's position 1, Okay, this one is erroneous since I had deleted some data. But basically, this is very correct. You can see the marks, the total marks, you can see the total points, and also the mini grid. Then here, you can see the comparison of the KCP marks vis-a-vis term 1 in Form 4. So guys, I will be taking you through how to come up with an examination system that is using Microsoft Access. So guys, don't forget to subscribe and also to turn on the bell so that once I post the videos, you'll be in a position to get alerts and also get a chance to learn how to do the coding of this system. Basically, the system will be using Microsoft Access and a bit of VBA, that is the Microsoft Visual Basic for application. So guys, hello guys, let's continue with our part 2 of examination system. Therefore, we first of all launch our Microsoft Access. Therefore, we go to Access, we type Access, then we launch our Microsoft Access. Then this time round, I want us to go to blank database. Then we create this one and type it as examination system. Then we go to this folder and redirect to where we want it to be. I want it to be in desktop, and then in desktop I go to exam system. Then here, this is where I type I want it to be exam system pro. Then I click on OK, then create. Therefore, this is our blank database. You right click this one and close this one. Then guys, I want us to start by creating a student's capture table. Therefore, you go to create, then table design. At this point, we have admission number of the student. This one can be text. Then we go to student name. Then we proceed to student form. Then we have student class. Student form will be number. For this one will be number. Then this one will be the other will be stream or class. Then you can have the date of birth of the student. This is date and time. Then you can have the photo of the student. This one you can have attachment. Then from there we can have the current year. Then we shall have the semester or term, semester. Then we shall have also that is the semester, current year. We can also have the subjects. We shall have 7 subjects. If I can have subject 1, that way we can copy that one. We can have subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, subject 5, subject 6, and then we shall have subject 7. We shall have 7 subjects. And this one's here, we shall have this one as yes, no, data type. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Then we shall also have this one as yes, no. This one will be yes, no, data type. Then guys, after having that one there, we shall then save this one. Therefore, our admission number should be the primary key for that juncture. Therefore, this is our first table. We save this one. We save this one as students. Then we proceed to the next table, create, then table design. This one will be our exams table. This is a table that will keep our exam. Therefore, we shall have our exam admission number, that is the student's admission number, will be duplicated there. Then you can have serial number. This one will be auto number and the primary key. Then we shall have our exam form, that is form will be duplicated there. Then we shall have exam class. Therefore this one can be F, capital F, that way. Then from there we shall have the exam semester, also, exam semester. Then we shall have now to have the points, so we shall key in the marks. Therefore we shall have math 1, that is math 2, math 3. This one will accommodate maths marks. Then we shall have English 1, English 2, English 3. Then we shall have Kiswahili, Kis 1. We shall have Kiswahili 2. Shall have Kiswahili 3. Then we proceed. We shall have science 1, science 2, science 3. Sorry, this one should be 2. Science 2, that way. Then we shall have the social studies 1, social study 1, social studies 2, social study 3. Then from there we shall have sign language 1, sign language 2, sign language 3, that way. And also we can also have something like ICT 1, ICT 2, ICT 3. Then guys, these ones are supposed to be numbers, so we shall have number, Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 subjects. Each subject will have a grade, so you can have grade 1, grading 1, grading 2, grading 3, grading 4, grading 5, grading 6, grade 7. Those ones will be text. Those ones will be the grades of the average of each subject. So guys, this is the exams table. This is the second table. Therefore this one we can just call it exams. So after having done that, so far we now have the 2 tables that are required. We can go ahead and create a table that will be connected to Microsoft Excel for copy pasting of the students' data. Therefore, if data comes in Microsoft Excel, then it will be pasted directly into that area. So what you do, we just go to create, we go to query design, then in the query design we go to students. Therefore we shall have a student table. Therefore just pull this up that way. But it is important these ones are all displayed. From here we shall have the students data. Therefore this students data will be, we shall have the admission number captured, student name, form, class, then the date of birth can be captured, the current year and the semester. Those are the data that will be captured every now and then. And therefore for this one we can just save it, Control S, just save it, export from Excel, from Excel. So that is where we shall be having that one. Therefore this is where data will be pasted from Microsoft Excel, and then we'll get inside our database. So guys, after having done that one, we are now done with that one, but we can also add the semester table. Therefore, just go to that one. Therefore, you shall have the semester ID. This one can be auto number and the primary key. Then you shall have the semester. And for the semester here, I save this one as, can just call this one same. Then you shall have this one saved as semester. Then in the semester, we can just open the semester. We can have term 1, that is term 2, and term 3. That way. Therefore, when we go to reading the tables, that's the point that we shall be in a position to get that one. Then from there, we can populate a form that will display the students' data. Therefore, just go to create, then just go to form wizard. Then let's just go to that, create form wizard. Just click on OK. Then this is our form wizard. Therefore, send everything to the right. We left the semester, which was very important. Therefore, just cancel this. Go back to this, go to design view. We forgot to put the semester, which is very crucial. So, therefore, I shall have the semester. Good. Then I save that one, I cross. Let's go to create. Then we go to form wizard. Then from the form wizard here, we send everything to the right. Go to next. Then here, we want to a place where we shall be capturing our students. Therefore, you just go to columnar. Then here, you just have the capture, that is capture students details. In case you want to capture one by one. So we shall have this form of ours here. And for that case, we can still go back and add the photo because we may need the photo here. Therefore, just go back to this one, design view. Then we can add the photo. The photo is added there. Then we just cross that. So go back to this one, right click, go to design view. You want to add the photo. Therefore, just pull this and then minimize that and bring the photo there. Therefore, our photo will be displayed somewhere there. So after doing that, bring this here and increase the size of the photo of the student that way. Then now just a bit of formatting this. Just format as you wish. If I want it to be vivid, bold. Also these ones, I want them to be vivid. Go to format. That way. Therefore, then the only now left thing is to format this one to be to be attractive. Like now, you can just right click here, then go to fill color and then assign a color of your choice to that one. Also, this one you can just pull it this way. This is students. This is students. Just go to design, take another label. This is our students capture form. Then click outside, inside, go to format, then increase the size. That way, this is the students capture form. Then there, after doing that, you just save and run. Therefore, this is my student capture form. Therefore, I can just double click here, add. I get a photo for my student. Go to pictures. Like for example, I want to have my student here. My student is this one. Click on OK. Then I can just add admission number 739, student name Don Wichai, student form 4 Kenya. Then date of birth you choose from the calendar. Yeah. For example, I change this one to 2000. Current year 2022. Semester term 1. That way. So guys, keep on watching. That is the end of part 2. In my next video, I'll be taking you through how to create the master form and also the subject selection form, and then from there we shall continue with the next chapter as time goes by. Guys, remember to subscribe, remember to share these videos so that other students can also be in a position to learn more. Thank you very much. Welcome back to part 3. Today we shall be going to create subject selection form, and for that case guys, just go to create, then we go to query design, then we are using the students, so we just come to this point here and double click admission number, student name, student form, student class. Then we shall go through to subject 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we shall save this one as subject selection. Subject selection. That is the subject selection. Then you can just go to design and run and see what we have. So far we have one student, so we can add others later on. Like now we can have John Kibe. He's in form 4 Kenya still. So this is the query that will be used to that is to have the subject selection, and for that case we go back to design view and filter the query. Therefore we shall go to this point here, student form, put a square bracket and then type that is enter student form. That is the filter criteria. Then we go to class, we shall have enter student class. That way, that is the criteria. That is the condition to filter that. Then guys, after doing that one, just save that one. Right click, cross, then go to create. This time around we are creating a form, therefore just go to form wizard. Then the wizard will launch. This is the form wizard. So we choose our subject selection, then send everything to the right hand side, go to next. Then this time round at this juncture you choose tabular, then next. This is subject selection, that is correct, therefore you hit on finish. So guys, wherever you are here, you'll be asked to enter the class. Therefore the class is form 4. You press enter, Kenya, form 4 Kenya. It will filter form 4 Kenya. So guys, you can see now we have 2 guys from form 4 Kenya. Therefore right click, go to design view. I now want to make this one nice. Therefore I just need to reduce this one. Therefore just pull this a bit. Then these ones you can just have these ones. That is, I pull this. Then this one should be taken backwards. I want to take them backwards. That way. Then this one for the student class should be somewhere there. This is form 1, form 2, form 1, wherever. So this is the class. Then this is the student name. This is the admission number. Then the admission number should be somewhere. So just put this the size of admission number that way. Then this one comes somewhere there, that is the student name. Then you have the student, this form, class. Then these ones now, we need to have them, crosser. So this is subject 1, this is subject 2, take it somewhere there. This should be somewhere. This is subject, the next subject 3, yeah. Then this is subject 4. Pour this further. Then you can have, this is subject 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For subject 3, this is subject 1, 2, subject 3, subject 4, subject 4, 4. Then you have subject 5 there. And the next one there, 6, subject 6 there. Then I think that one is now okay for that case, subject 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just verify the by clicking on this. This is subject 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6. So we don't have subject 7. And for that case, you go back to our query and make sure that we have subject 7. Subject 7 is there. So once it's there, you just go to design, go to add existing, you add the missing subject. That is subject 7. This is subject 7 there. So we can have this one extended. We have subject 7. Subject 7. There we are. So guys, after doing this one, just put this somewhere there. And for that case, that one is complete. So when I just go to this point, I'll be asked to enter class, then West, that way. If we have form for West, then you shall be in a position to get the data. So after doing that one, you are only now left with making the form more attractive. Therefore, it's just a matter of now making sure that these ones are aligning to each other, and there is no the ones that are bigger than the other. Therefore, just right click here to add color, go to right click, go to back color, can assign it some color. Also this one, just assign it some color. Then from there, just give these ones a better finish. So we just make it more darker like that. Also these ones, make them darker. You can also change that white color there, that one. Alternatively, just go to design, go to properties, then or here, then just go to back style here, choose transparent, that way. Therefore they will just look exactly as the rest. So this is our subject selection module, therefore form 4 Kenya. There we are. So this is our subject selection module, whereby student will be in a position to tick this way. Therefore they will be in a position to tick this way, that one, that way. We are taking subject wherever, that way. But it is also advisable for us to put the subject labels here, rather than having this one, subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. So guys, what we needed to do is to go to this point here. We can we can create another table called subjects, so that we can have that one. Therefore just go to this point here, go to create, then table. We create a table called subject ID. This is auto number and primary key. Then we shall have subject 1 downwards, subject 2, subject 3, subject 4, subject 5, subject 6, and lastly subject 7. So after doing that, we shall save this one as subjects or units, then run it. So here we shall have subject 1 here. We shall have can just have maths. Then we have subject 2 as English, subject 3 as Kiswahili. The next one is science. The next one is social studies. The next one is sign language, Kenya Sign Language. Then we shall have ICT. So these are our subjects. So guys, after having done that one, we shall have to make sure that these labels here go as per the subject. That means that this one must change. This one must change and remain 1. So this one will change to that one. Then we can just have our subject 7 here. Subject 7, I remove this one. Right. I just need to have this one here. Then this one should be deleted. Okay. In case it's just bringing trouble, just use a label. That is a label, and make sure you have to note the label. That is the name of the label. The name of the label here is subject 7. There we are. So we can also make it bold like the others. Now guys, let's move to the next point, whereby I will introduce DLOOKUP, where we shall have these ones indicated. Instead of now having subject 7, the DLOOKUP will reproduce the name. So this is subject 7. This one, you can just call it S1. Then this one S2. This one S3. This one S4. This one S5. This one S6. This one S7 for easy identification. So when you go this way, you see now here you get to see the names of those labels. So after doing that one, guys, we go to the form road event. Therefore, just go to design, go to properties, this one here. Therefore, just go to here, you choose form. Then we go to form road, this one. On road, you choose the event procedure and hit the 3 dots. Then from there, we shall have to write codes that S1 dot caption equals to, now the function is DLOOKUP. What are we looking for? We shall be looking for a field here. Therefore, you go to this table here. Our table is subjects. Therefore, we shall be looking from a table called subjects, a field called subject 1 to read maths. So we go back to our coding. So here we shall be looking at you put a square bracket. We shall be looking at subject 1, from where? Subject 1 from from a table called subjects, and then you cross the bracket. Let us see whether that one works. If it works, just copy and paste. Therefore, just cross save that one and cross that one, then go to form view, and then we shall have form 4 Kenya. Therefore, it shall be in a position. There we are, guys. You see now it is reading maths from the subject table. Instead of reading subject 2, it is reading maths. You see now it is reading maths here instead of subject 2. So it's working well. And for that case, we right click again, go to design view, go back to this point. Now here you just need to paste. Your work becomes easier. Therefore, you just need to save, and this one is subject 2. Subject 2 for that case, that one reads subject 2. Then here we paste again. This is subject S3. This is S3. Then again we paste that one. This becomes S4. This becomes S4. Then again this one becomes S5. This becomes S5. Then we paste again. This becomes S6. This becomes S6. Again here we paste again. This becomes S7. This becomes S7. S7. Therefore, guys, you see what's happening here. The labels up there are represented. So here, this one S2 is reading subject 2. This S3 will read subject 3. S4 will read subject 4. This one will read subject 5. This one will read subject 6. This one will read subject 7. But they are all reading from the same table called subjects. So guys, when I come to this point and save and run it, then I type form 4 Kenya. That way, you see now all the subjects have been read. It is reading maths, English, Kiswahili, science, social studies, Kenya Sign Language, and ICT. So that is the power of DLOOKUP. So in case I go back to registering the students here, like now I go and register a new student there. This is John Kibe, date of birth, can have any 2. Then we have year 2022, semester, term 1. Then we register another guy there, a new guy. Admission number, let's say for 50. Student name can have John Sharks. He's in form 4. Now this time around we can have form 4 Uganda. Date of birth, choose the date of birth. But this guy was born in 2022. We are in the year 2022. Semester is term 1. There we are. So guys, if I cross that one, go to subject selection, I just go to form 4 Uganda. You see now I have John Sharks, form 4 Uganda. Now I can choose the subjects for him, the subjects he is doing. This one is selectional, like that. You either take ICT or sign language. So you see now the system is differentiating between the classes, that is for Uganda or form 4 Kenya. So if I go back and run form 4 Kenya, you see I have my 2 guys, Don and John Kibe, who are taking Kenya Sign Language. So you can differentiate that a certain class takes the sign language, whereas the other class now takes the other one. So after doing that one, we can still add more students so that our system looks vivid. Let's proceed with part 4. This part we shall be doing the master form, or the form that will handle the subject's marks entry. Therefore, what you need to do is to create a query. Therefore, I just go to query design. We shall have our exams table and our students table. So these are our two tables where we shall do the query. So guys, what you need to do here is to create joins. You shall create something called joins, and therefore the first step is to bring the admission number to exam admission number, then double click. Once you double click, you choose this option that include all students from students. Students is the main table. Then we also have the student form to exam form. You double click, you do the same, use option 2. Then the student class, you do the same to that one, double click, do the same. Then we have the year. We have the year. Hopefully I recorded to put the year. Therefore I haven't, therefore I just include it. Therefore you can just call this master. Then I cross the master, go back to exams. I forgot to put the exam year. So we can right click here, insert row. Then we shall have exam year. Exam. I shall have exam year. Shall have, this is SS2. We have SS2. So we go to this exam, right click again here, right click, insert row. I shall have exam year. Exam year should be number. Let's confirm also that the student year is a number. If you just right click, go to design view, student year should be number. That way. So guys, we go back to our master, right click, go to design view and proceed. Therefore, we now have the current year to exam year. That one, double click, then do the same. That way, make sure all these arrows face the exam year. Then from there, we go on and bring all these fields here. For double click all of it. You double click, though we don't need the photo there, but it doesn't distort our work. Semester, subject 1, subject 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That way, 7. Then from there we just go to exam number, serial number, exam. We put everything here. Math 1, Math 2, Math 3. That way, Math 3, Math English 1, English 2, English 3, English Kiswahili 1, 2, 3, Kiswahili we go, Kiswahili 3. Proceed to science 1, 2, 3, that one. Make sure you are seeing what you are doing. Sign language 2, 3, ICT 1, 2, 3. Then we shall now have the grading, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. So that one is our master form, and therefore you can just run it to see whether it works. Therefore that is our master form. You can see it's working perfectly. Now from there, we proceed by creating the master form, and therefore just go to create. Then this time round, we are creating everything from scratch. So use the form design, right click, go to this point, form header and footer. Then just do a bit of this, so you can increase that one. Then this one, you need it somewhere there. Then save it as subject entry. So after doing this one, you make this master form the row source for this. So you right click, go to properties, then here you choose form, then then you just drag this one upwards, row source, record source, sorry, record source. Here you choose master. That means this form will be fed from the master query, and for that case you close that, go to design, then go to add existing fields. Now here, this is where I add the fields that I want, and therefore I need admission number. Remove the, you delete the label, you'll be left with the text box. Then you also take this one, exam admission number, bring them closer to each other. Then again we go to student name. That one you remove the label. Student name doesn't have a partner, so that is a student name somewhere there. Then we have form, student form, and also we have the exam form. Bring them almost close to each other. Then we shall have a student class, remove the label, you left in the text box. Then you have the admission number class, that is the exams class, exams class. Then from there we have the next one that is equivalent to each other. You have the semester, you also have the exam semester. Yeah. Then lastly we have the year. We have the year, the current year, and we have the exam year. Those fields will be duplicating to each other later on, and for that case you need to have the master, and that is the parent and the child fields. For instance, here the parent, that is the parent or the mother field, here is the admission number. So this one will be hidden but placed on top of it. So you just go to this point, go to properties. So this one will be hidden, will not be visible. Therefore you just go to visible, no, and then just reduce the size of it, place it on top of that one. Then we go ahead, student form. Then we have exam form. Exam form will not be visible when the forms when the system is running. So you just place it there. Then you have the student class. Then we have the exam class. Exam class will not be visible, so you place it there. Then we have semester. Exam semester will not be visible, just be there as a visitor. Then we have the current year. The year exam will not be visible. That is from the child. The fields from the child will be hidden. Then after doing that one, you can just make them vivid by making them bold. Then guys, after doing that, we press now the subjects. That is where we shall enter our marks. Therefore, we just go to add existing. Then we shall now have subjects from the exam. So we shall have math. To remove the labels, we just need the text box, math 1, math 2 will be placed on top of that, math 3 will be placed on top of that, English 1 will be placed there, English 2 will be placed there, English 3 will be placed there. Then we shall have Kiswahili 1 will be placed there, Kiswahili 2 will be placed there, Kiswahili 3 will be placed there. Then we shall go to science. Science 1, science 2, science 3, Then you should have social study 1, social study 2, social study 3. Those ones placed on top of each other. Then these ones will be placed on top of each other. Should have this one that way. That way. Then ICT 1, ICT 2, ICT 3. So those ones will be placed there. Then we shall have now the grades. The grades from here for the shift grades, all of them have, it is grade 7. We forgot to put the 7th. So this one's the grades will be somewhere there, all of them placed to each other. Grade 2, grade 4, 5, grade 6. Then you need to add a grade 7. Go back to this one. We have subject 7, grade 7 should be in the exam. Shall have grade 7. It is there, so we forgot to add it. For that case, we shall have grade 7 somewhere here. Grade 7. So we delete one. We shall have grade 7 also there. So I cross that. Then also these ones, you just go to format, make them vivid, then pull this. Before you just give it some color, then you just pull this upwards up to that point. That's where that one should do. Then you just go again to design, go to properties, then go to data. You first of all choose the form. You need to choose, right click, go to properties. Up here you have the form, so you go to data and then Dynaset. Dynaset is the result of a query. Here you choose inconsistence Dynaset. There, then you go back to or go to where the forms are, scroll upwards, form, default view, choose to continuous, then save your work. So when I run my form, I'll be in a position to see all my students across all the classes appearing here. But there is a lot I needed to do up there. So I need to come here and I want to design the buttons. So the buttons, I just draw a rectangle there. For that case, I need to draw a rectangle, then go to design and use the toggle button. So I draw a toggle button, just copy it and paste Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Those are 1, 2, 3. Can just copy them and paste them. I paste them here. Those are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I remove one. We don't have all those subjects. Can just have another one there. That way. So guys, after doing that, we go to this point here. This one. For this one, this is English. This is English. This is math. That is maths, mathematics. Then this one is Kiswahili. Kiswahili. This is science. Science. This is social studies. This is sign language. And this is ICT. This is ICT. So guys, after having done that one, you see now these are the buttons. You can also include the different color here. For that case, therefore I save, then I run. So far you can see, guys, I have my buttons here. These are my buttons, whereby I will be hitting on a certain button, then that button will correspond to the subject that I want. So I just right click, can just give this one some features that on hover, when you press the cursor there, they turn red, but when they are pressed, when they are clicked, they turn black. So I save that, and then we can see that one working. So you see, they are turning in color as you click on them. See now. So go to design view, and then we can just run it again and see. So you see now these buttons will turn to different colors when they are clicked, that is on hover or on pressed event. Then we proceed, this one here, we need this one to be somewhere there. Then here we shall have a label that will display the subject that is being clicked. Here, the subject that is being fed by the teacher. So you press some space so that the label does not disappear, and then mark the name of the label. The label is label 50. It is label 50. Don't forget that. So guys, from this point, when I click on this button English, it should display here English. When I click the next one, that is Togo 43, Togo 44, 46, 47, 48, 49, or wherever that way. So we go to the first button, you click on it, label, that is Togo 42. Then you go to event procedure on click, you choose event procedure on click, then hit the three dots. So this one will be label 50.caption should be equals to quotes mathematics. So when you hit that button, it will write mathematics. If I just copy this, I just need to change that to any other language. So this one here, we can just assign it some bigger font and also some color borrowed, and then it should be maroon. So when I run and hit this button, you see now it writes mathematics, but when you hit the others, they are not working. So we proceed by doing that. So we go to the next button. The next button is Togo 43. When you click, what happens? You paste that one, it will write English. It will write English. Then you proceed. The next one is Kiswahili. Event procedure. That is, it will type Kiswahili. We proceed, save. The next one is science. For this one, we will type science. Then we proceed. The next one is social studies. This one we type social studies. Whenever it is clicked. Then the next one is sign language. Therefore, it will notify you that you are feeding sign language marks. Sign language. And lastly, this one, when clicked, when you click that one, it will show that you are feeding ICT. There we are. So that one is done. And when I run that one, this one, when I click on this one, mathematics, English, Kiswahili, science, social studies, sign language, ICT. So guys, you can see we are heading somewhere. If I can still change these ones. I need to change this. Hold control. I go to OR, then I go to and you want to change the hover event. Therefore, you are here on hover here, you should turn black. Then on pressed, when they are pressed, you should turn that color. So let's see, yeah, good. You see now it's working. They turn that color, but when you hover, they are black in color. They are black until you see now. That is the on hover event of that one. So guys, in our next video, we shall be doing the coding of whereby when you press English, that is interchange English and mathematics here. I can see there is a mistake. First of all, we fix that. Therefore, we fix that. This one should be English. So this one is mathematics. The next one should be English. English. So guys, if I hit that one, that is English, mathematics, Kiswahili, science, social studies, sign language, and ICT. So in our next video, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be doing a situation whereby when I click English, all the other subjects here are hidden. Only English button is active. And when I click on Kiswahili, it hides the English and sets focus to the other one. Also, we shall include the cross button in the next video, so that we can be in a position to accomplish our tasks. Guys, remember to subscribe. Remember to share these files with your friends, so that they can also be in a position to gain the knowledge in Microsoft Access and Visual Basic for application, that is VBA. Thank you very much. Hello guys, let's continue with our examination management system. I want us to continue now coding on the marks entry form. In our previous video, we created this graphical user interface, and you are now on the track. So what I want us to do is that when English is loading here, you can see here, if you are very keen, there are all subjects, text boxes available. So you first of all go to design view, and then you need to understand the feeds. So you just go to existing feeds. You can be in a position to see how they have been labeled. We have English 1, Math 1, Math 3, such. So what we need to do is to go to the coding. So we just go to property sheet here. Then I just choose here form. Then I just go to event. Then when I'm in that point, I just go to on road event. First of all, what we do, we must inform the VBA that whenever the form loads, none of the text boxes should be active. And for that case, we have now math1 dot visible equals to false. Then you shall have all the others. Math2 dot visible equals to false. Math3 dot visible equals to false. Then you go to English 1 dot visible equals to false. Then English 2 dot visible equals to false. Then we have English 3 dot visible equals to false. Then we go to Kiswahili 1 dot visible equals to false. Guys, if you press dot and you don't see this auto whatever there, then you the variable name is wrong. That's what should come into your mind. Then we have dot visible equals to false. You also have ss2 dot visible equals to false, ss3 dot visible equals to false, Then we have ssr1, that is sign language 1 dot visible equals to false, and sr2 dot visible equals to false, sr3 dot visible equals to false. Lastly, science 1 dot visible equals to false, science 2 dot visible equals to false, and then lastly science 3 dot visible equals to false. Guys, what we are doing here, we are ensuring that when the form loads, none of those text boxes here, none of those text boxes will be visible. So after doing that one, we go to this point here, we go to save, then you hit the access icon. This takes you back here. So if we load our form, there are still some that are visible, so we need to check which ones are those. Just go back to design, then go to add existing. Therefore, let's just check which ones are visible. We have ICT. We didn't include ICT. ICT is the ones that are visible. So guys, we go back to the last one. Then we have ICT 1 dot visible equals to false. Then ICT 2 dot visible equals to false. ICT 3 dot visible equals to false. So after doing that one, you can just label here, just write a comment, rem, this code hides the text boxes when the form loads. That is a comment, it turns green in color. Therefore I save that one, then hit that one. So guys, when I run this one, there we are. Guys, you can see this one has worked. That when the form loads, none of those text boxes should be displayed. But now I want a situation whereby when I click English, only the English text box appears. So I just go to the coding again. Therefore, I hit on the English button. Guys, I hit on this. Then I go to property sheet. Make sure property sheet is always here. So I go to English. Then I go on click. I hit the 3 dots. Then this is the English part. Therefore, I can just write rem. This is the English button, just for easy identification of that one. Therefore, this is the English. This is the English button. So, guys, I just need to copy this. This one. Then I copy. Then I just go to where English is down here. I paste it here. So what happens when I click on the English button? Only the English text box should be true. So what happens is that English 1, 2, 3 will be visible. And for that case, I just need to set this one to true. That is for the English. I set this one to true. I also set this one to true for the English. That way. On the other hand, we also needed to include the grade. We have grade 1, 2, 3, depending on which one. But for now, we can just probably, first of all, ignore that one. So what happens here, when I click on English button, if I run this one, when I click on English, you see now the English is active, but for the others, they are not there. So again, we need to do a bit of modification of this system of ours, therefore, so that we can have these ones separated. So guys, let's just have, first of all, take these ones up far away. Then you also remove these ones, or just separate them that way. so that you can have 1 together, 2 together, and 3 together, so that you cannot fill marks for the wrong part. So this is ICT 1, this is 2, this is 3, so that you can have exam 1, exam 2, exam 3 separated. That's my intention. So this is SS3, this is Science 3, this is SS1. 1s goes together, 2s goes together. That is my intention. They are just for ease of marks entry. 2s goes together. This one is not there. English, Kiswahili. This one should be deleted. This is Kiswahili 2. This is English 3. This is 1 goes there, 3 goes there, 2 goes there. Then Math 2. So 1 goes there, 2 goes there, 3 goes there. Then you can just highlight all of them and take them there. So this one will be somewhere there. This is 2, highlight, undo. You just want to drag them there. This one goes far away. This goes there. Just drag. Therefore, here we shall have to label. You take the label. Therefore, this one will be exam. This one will be exam 1, exam 1. This one will be exam 2. This one will be exam 3. That one will be exam 3. So if now I make that one vivid, guys, you can now see the idea in that when I click on English, English 1, English 2, English 3 are displayed. Can also go ahead and include this one is the grade. This is the grade. This is the grade. Yeah. You can also make it vivid that way. So now I pull this upwards there and then go home, save. Kiswahili 1. That means Kiswahili 1 is not available for that case. Okay, so after now arranging 1s together, 2s together, 3s together, therefore now we just need to run this. Therefore just save and run. So you see, the only thing that should be left arrive is the grade, but we also need to hide the grade. So we just right click again, go to design view, and then just go to view code. Now we have the way we have arranged this one: maths, English, Kiswahili, social studies. That is, we have science. Science should be up here. Then social studies, sign language, and ICT, the rest. You should arrange them like that. Therefore, you have grade 1 dot visible also equals to false. Then grade 2, that is grade for that one, dot visible equals also to false. Also grade 3 dot visible, that is grade 3 dot visible equals to false. Then you have grade 4 dot visible equals to false. Grade 5 dot visible equals to false. Then grade 6 dot visible equals to false. Grade 7 dot visible equals to false. So guys, we expect that we copy this. We expect that after doing that, even the grades point of view, that is the grade also should not be visible. Therefore, just do this, just need to increase this. So if when I save, there is one that is being therefore I want to inform road, this one also to be hidden. Therefore, let me just see why that one. Oh, I have put it in English, so we just go and paste that one here. That is inform road. Also, the grades should not be visible. So I hit the access button and run. There we are, guys. It is working perfectly. You see now, nothing is being displayed here until you press on English. When I click English, English should go with grade 2. So grade 2 should be displayed here. So I just go to the code and go to for English. Then grade 2 is for English. This one is for English. So just type true. Then you can just put an apostrophe and say grade for English. That one. So the grade for English will be grade 2. And for that case, if I click on this, when I click on English, you see now grade for English is active. And for that case, you'll notice that exam 1, 2, 3 are now working perfectly. So guys, what you need to do is to go for mathematics. When you go for mathematics, it should hide English and then display for mathematics. And therefore, guys, let's do that. Therefore let's go for English, for mathematics for that case. Therefore, what you need to do is just to copy this for English exactly as it is. This one for English, copy. Go to where mathematics is. This is for mathematics, therefore mathematics code. That is a command. Then down here, just paste that one and then turn English force and then turn English force, turn English force, then turn mathematics true so that they alternate. They will be antagonizing. When this one is true, the other one is false. That is the power of coding. Therefore, just go to true. Guys, now down here again, remove this one, remove that one, cut. This is false. Grade for English should be false, and for mathematics should be true. Then you put that one. This is grade for maths. Guys, after doing that one, let's just see what is happening. You see now when the system loads, there is no grade, but when I click mathematics, that is mathematics grade that should come. To prove that it is mathematics, you can just put some few grades there for that case and grade something like A. If I click on English, you see now it is showing you that it is alternating. Like for example, this one can be 100, this one can be 85, this one can be 96, then this one is A. That way. So if I alternate, you see now it is really working. It can show you that this is grades for English and this is grade for mathematics. So that is the principle behind this is the principle behind how these or the whole thing will work. And you can see now when you click English, it is showing you are working on English. Mathematics, it is showing you that this one is also working on that. So guys, after doing this, we need also now to go and code for Kiswahili, science, social studies, sign language, and ICT, so that these ones will go hand in hand with what you are doing. So guys, let's move on. Right click, go to design view, just go view, go to code. Now we copy this for mathematics again. We copy this for mathematics, copy, go to the next grade. The next grade is Kiswahili. Kiswahili, we paste that. So we go and remove this. Kiswahili is G3, so G3 should be true. Then this one should be false. This one should be false. This one should be false. False. Then copy this so that we work with the one with the false for easy work. We can first of all change this one to false. We have false, 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 so that when changing it will be faster. So I just copy that. Now we go to Kiswahili, where Kiswahili is true, true, true. Kiswahili is grade 3, true. We go ahead to ICT. We go ahead to science. I think science should be the next one. Science. Yeah, science. We go to science. So we go to science. Science. For the science, we go to where science is. True. Then we go to grade 4. True. That is for science. We go to the next one. The next one is social studies. So we go to social studies. Social studies should be grade 5. So grade 5, true. Social studies, this is true. This is true. This is true. There we are. We go to now sign language, should be grade 6. Grade 6, true. Sign language, true. Then lastly, we go to ICT. This is ICT down here. ICT. Now ICT, we go to ICT is grade 7. True. ICT, true. Again, ICT, true. Again here, ICT, true. Guys, we are done with now that one, that switching. So now whenever I am here, I'll be in a position to see. You see now there is some changes. If you are very keen, you'll see that there is some switching taking place. Therefore, when a teacher comes and hits on ICT, he or she will be in a position to feed marks for ICT only. On the other hand, when the teacher hits on mathematics, he or she will be in a position to only feed mathematics for that case. So the next step is to assign the filter for subject selection, in that a student who has not chosen a subject like ICT, the student will not appear in the list of those guys who are taking ICT. Therefore, here, the optional subjects are sign language and ICT. So there are some guys who will take ICT and the others are sign language. There is no way you will take sign language and ICT. And therefore, I want to introduce a filtering code whereby when you hit on sign language, only those students who have been ticked in subject selection for sign language will appear. And therefore, guys, let's just do that one. That one is very simple. Let's just go to the code. Then we put a filter code for every subject. Therefore, you just go to down here. You can just put apostrophe filter code. That is the filter code. The filter code is simple. Just type me.filter equals to now the subject. Therefore, we have subject one equals to yes, then me.filter on equals to true. Therefore, let me just confirm the name of these subjects here. Therefore, the way we have named them. Therefore, just go to students table, see how we have called them. Yeah, it is subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. So I'm light, but S is capital. So in the coding, you must ensure that one is perfectly done. So it is subject 1. This S is capital. That means only the student, when you click on English, only the students whose value is yes will appear. And therefore I just need to copy this. I don't need to get tired. So I just go to this point for mathematics is subject 2. So this one is for subject 2. Subject 2. Then we go to for Kiswahili subject 3. Introduce this one as subject 3. For ICT is subject 6. And this is where we need to be clean. ICT is subject 6. And the rest sign language is subject. No, ICT is subject. This should be subject 6. This is subject 6. 6 subject 7 is ICT. Those are the important ones. This is subject 7. The others we had subject 3. Science is subject 4. This is subject 4. And then we have subject 5 here. This one are not selection, but just put it there. Subject 5. So guys, let's see. When you go back to this one here, if I hit ICT, you see guys, it is only displaying this the guys who have chosen ICT. Let's see sign language. We have to, but when you come to Kiswahili, the ones that have been ticked, So for that case, let's just go to subject selection and make sure we have done something. Like for example, we can just go to Form 4, Uganda. We have one guy. If we can just do the subject selection. Let me just remove this filter, this one. Meanwhile, to make our work easier for filtering. So it will not ask for class. So you just go to subject selection here. This is the subject selection window, guys. And therefore for compulsory subject, we should tick that every student is taking that compulsory subject. Therefore, let's see. That is for mathematics, subject 1. Let's see, these ones are compulsory. And therefore, you'll notice that the students whose tick appears will appear. You see now for mathematics, for Kiswahili, I need everybody, for the first lot of students to appear in my system, should be true. That way, for science. But for sign language and ICT, not everybody should take the subject. So you see, for this one we have these guys. For the ICT, we shall just have a few and make sure there is no student taking ICT and sign language at the same time. So here this is taking that one, 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 that one, that one. So you see now I have added some guys who are taking the ICT and the rest. So now let's go to our system, max entry, and see. You see now if I go to English, I have so many students. But when I go to ICT, you see now only a few are filtered. Sign language, only a few. But when you go to social studies, everybody is speaking. Everybody, see now 17. Down here there is 17 students taking the compulsory subjects here. You see 17. So down here 17, 17, 17. But when you go to select optional subjects, sign language, the code is filtering only those ones taking sign language. ICT, only those ones who have been filtered. And therefore, guys, that is the end of part 5. In my next chapter or in my next video, I will be doing the grading using case select and if function, so that whenever marks are entered, we shall be in a position to have the grades populated. Then in our last part of chapter 6, we shall be doing filtering, whereby a teacher will just filter the class he or she want to fit. If you're very keen, guys, these students are mixed up. We have from 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want a situation whereby a teacher will strictly go to a specific class he or she want to fill marks. So keep watching. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share this knowledge with your fellow friends. Thank you very much. Okay, welcome back. Let's look at how now to do the individual class filtering. Like now I want Form 1 China, or Form 1 Uganda, or Form 1 Kenya. So I want to have such. If I want Form 2 Sudan, then that one appears here. So the first thing to do is to assign class here. So therefore, we just go to, we need to have the class filtered. The class filtered, we shall have the form and class here. Therefore, I drag them here. So we shall have to remove the labels. Then here we shall indicate the class, and that is the form and the class. Then I need to make these ones bigger. So we just have to have something like 20. That way, then make them transparent. Go to design, properties, go to back style here, make them transparent. Then that's where my class will appear here. Like now, if I filter 3 Sudan, for now it is taking the first one. You see now it is taking the first one as I scroll, but I want the class filtered appearing there. So I just go back again to design view, make this one centered that way. Therefore, it will be centered. Yeah, good. So I want now to go and do that one, which is a bit, it's a bit tiring, or it's a bit demanding. So I will use this form here called master. This is the form I will use. I can just copy it first, paste. I just call it now filter, class filters, class filters. Therefore, I use the class filter. So I needed to go to form, create form here. I just go to more forms. I choose mode of form. This is the mode of form. Then I remove these buttons, OK and cancel. Then I just go to this point. I get a combo box. Therefore, I needed to draw a combo box. I will remove the code. Again, this combo box of mine, I can just copy it so that you can have now these ones here. You can just copy this one. Therefore, copy paste 1 2 3. Therefore, I'm pasting them. Therefore, this is the year. This is the form. This is the class. This is the class. Then this is the semester. Semester. That way. So this is where I use the. I will do my filtering. Therefore, I just make these ones big, like that. Then this one, a bit of that one. So then again, I can also increase the font size of this board. Then this is my filter. So again, I can just reduce the size of this one. I don't want it to be so big. That way. Then can change the color. Right click, give it a different color. Then save this one as class filter. Just filter one. Filter. Just call it filter. That is the filtering form. Now I need also to put some buttons here. Therefore, I can just use a toggle button. If I just click here, go to toggle button, then draw a toggle button here that enter max. So that's where we shall base our point is. Therefore, just go to this. Have that one, that is enter max. This is my button. Can also change the color of my button to black, and then the font size to white. There we are. So after having done that one, I will connect these class filters with this form, and then once I do that, I will make the class filters the row source for a max entry so that they can rhyme. So the first thing here is to get the, for example, the semester. The semester, we get the table is called semester, the field is called sem. So we start with that one. Therefore, I click on this, then I go to data here. Then I use SQL. I go to where the row source is. This is the row source. Therefore, in the row source here, I will type select select distinct. Then what am I selecting? I'm selecting same, a field called same from a table called semester. That way. Therefore, that's what I need to do. So if I save and run, go to this point, you see now it is reading semester. It is reading these fields. Then I right click, go back to design view. Then I want the year to be read from the student. Therefore, I just confirm the spelling. It is called the current year. So I'm reading the current year from students. So I just go back to this. I go to row source here. Then now I type select distinct. Select distinct. What am I selecting? I'm selecting the current year from students. I'm selecting that. So I save, run, and see. See, it is selecting 2022. So again, I go back to that one. I can click this and copy now this code. So I want now to have the next one. The next one is just check, confirm the spelling. The spelling is student form. So I copy that. I paste it here. I'm selecting a field called student form. Copy that. So I go to the class, paste it there. So here, this is the student class. We are choosing the student class from a table called student. So guys, after doing that one, if I save and run, you see now I can be in a position to, just a moment, students already opened exclusively. So we close the table, close this one. So I run. So guys, if I read 2022, you see classes are red. Like for example, I can choose class 1. Then these are the classes: China, Kenya, Sudan. You see now it's working perfect. Term 1, for example, I can choose China. So the next point will be I press enter marks, and when I press enter marks, something should happen. And that is what I want us now to code. So for that case, we shall be opening a form called subject entry. So I go to design view and code for this button. So I just go to event, on click, I go to event procedure, hit the 3 dots. Then I type the code that do cmd dot open form. I type the form name in quotes. The form name is subject entry. Should have been max entry. Subject entry. Then you put a comma. Arc normal. AC normal. That way. Then what will happen? It should be maximized. Do cmd dot maximize. Should maximize. Then the form, that is the filter form, should fade away. Then that's therefore me dot visible equals to false. Therefore that form will be hidden. That is the code for that button. Therefore it will open a form called subject entry in normal. Then it will maximize it and then hide the filter form. That's what the code is all doing. So after doing that one, for now it will not work. I see it will not work because you have not connected. So the next thing is to connect. This one with max entry. So first of all is to open max entry and change the row source. Or here we just go to or. We go to row source. Row source of this form of ours should be changed to class filters, and then you save it. Then right click and cross it. So after there we go to class masters. That's only the class filter, and then do a bit of coding. Therefore a bit of coding, and we must be very keen. First of all, we must open this and also open design view, that's property sheet, so that we can mark the name. This one is called combo 2. This one is combo 4, 6, 8. So it's easier. We start with combo 2. So we just go to this point. We start with class form. In the class form here, we shall write forms. We put an exclamation mark. Form filter, that's the form filtering. Which field? Combo 2. That one is reading no, the combo. Let me just confirm which reads form. Which combo reads form? Form is combo 4. So you change this one to combo 4. Again, we proceed. We proceed here. Sorry for that. Therefore, we proceed. We go to class. Class should be now again. Go to forms. You put exclamation mark. Form filter. Which field? Combo should be combo 6. Then we proceed. We proceed to the other combos. We go to where the year is. Current year. This is the current year. Forms. Exclamation mark. Which form filter? Which field? Combo 2. Combo 2. Combo 2. Then the semester. Forms. Exclamation mark. A filter. Which field? Should be the rest combo. The combo 8. Should be combo 8. So guys, you just now save that one. That is the filtering that I have done. And let's just see whether it works. So if I run this one, I choose 2022, Form 1. I need guys from Form 1 China, Form 1 Uganda, for example. I choose class, I am sure. Then term 1, enter marks. Let's just see subject entry. Subject entry refers to a form that doesn't exist. Oh yeah, we have misspelled the word subject. Subject entry. So I have corrected that. So let's see. There we are, guys. It's now Form 1 Uganda. Perfect. It has worked perfect. That means I am only dealing with Form 1 Uganda. And therefore, teachers who feed marks for Form 1 Uganda can just feed marks comfortably. So if I go back and choose another, therefore just go choose another, like now Form 3 Kenya, enter marks. There is no student in Form 3 Kenya. So if I go to like Form 2 Kenya, there we are. You see we have 13 students who belong to Form 2 Kenya. And also it is showing you up here that you are filling marks for Form 2 Kenya. So guys, the next part should be showing you how now the correlation between the two tables works. And for that case, we shall introduce something called on-roster focus. And then from there, we can be in a position to fill marks that are fed in the exam system here without really affecting the other, that is without getting lost. Because if you don't put that one, you'll be in a position to see that marks will get lost wherever you mess up. So we can start with this ICT one. You click any of this, like any of these text boxes that will have marks. So I click on ICT one. I go to event, then I go to on roster focus here. On roster focus. So on roster focus, I hit the 3 dots. Then here, I will introduce something that I have already done here. There is some relationship we created in our first video when we are creating, that is in our second part, that we have exam number and admission number. So we have to equate the child field to the equivalent of its parents field, exactly as I did in joins. So I just copy this. I am just doing whatever I did in the relationship. You can go back and watch part 2 where I created joins using the queries. This is exactly what I did. So after copying this, I just paste it here. That when that ICT1 loses focus, then this one will happen. Therefore, this, I hope these ones are correct. Let me just check When you put dot and see that drop down list, it is to say you are correct. The spellings are correct. So let me just verify to avoid last minute dash. So that one is correct. 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 Perfect. So I just need now to copy this all over. So I will just do this one, copy this, and then paste down there. Therefore, you shall have ICT. You can have the next one. The next one is, you can have math. We can have what? Math 1. Math 1. Then we have the next is Ing 1, KISS 1. So the next one, can paste this one. This is can be KISS 1, Kiswahili 1, Kiswahili 1, Kiswahili 1. Then paste it again. This one can be English 1, English 1. Then the next one is SS. Can have SS1. Can also have Science 1. Science 1. I think there is no E. Yeah, good. So let's just try with that one and see whether the marks will be retained in our system as we feed them. So our system should start from the filter here. This is where you should start. Then it can just go. For example, if you go to exams, you can see there are no marks. The exam table is blank. So we just go to this point here, 2022. You just choose something like Form 1, Uganda, then semester term 1. Then I want to fill marks for English, so I just go to this point. I fill exam 1 78, exam 2 50, exam 3 56. Then this is 74, 56, 60, 74 again, 50, 80, 78, 80, 96. Let's say this scored 100. That way. Let's tab the marks. That is marks for English. Then you can go to the next subject and feed some marks for some student. 96, 56, 96. Remember to do validation to avoid a bigger number, like that one being entered. You can just do that one for that case. Hi guys, let's continue with part 7 of the examination system. So guys, in this module, I will take you through how to update the year and also how to update the semester or the term. Guys, if you look at this one, this is term 1. This is the year 2022. So we want to update this year to 2023 and also for the semester to go to term 2 or term 3. So guys, what you need to do is to go to create, then you create a query. So query design, then use the parent table, that is the students. So then what you need to do, you just go to this part here, then you go to where the semester is and where the year is. So we start by creating an update query to take these guys to term 2 and term 3 and term 1. So
after you create the query this way, you just hit on this button here. You hit on update query. Once you do that, this field here, update to, comes over. So you just need to type term 2 like that. Then now you just now save this one as set to term 2. Then after doing that one, you again copy this query. Now you see how an update query looks like. So you right click, you just go to copy, right click, just go to paste. Then this one, you just call it set to term 3 here. So you remove this one, guys. This is set to term 3. Then you just right click, then go to design view. Then here you just change this one to term 3 and save. Then right click and cross again, guys. Go back here, right click, paste, then go to this point here. This is set to term 1, and then remove that one, then save it as term 1. So after doing that, if you go to the parent table, that is the students, you see, guys, we are in term 1, but now we want to take the student to term 2. So you just need to double click this one, and then you'll get a message that you are about to run an update query that will modify data in your table. So you just click on yes. Then Microsoft Access will inform you about the number of records or rows that you are about to update. So this means I have 53 records. So I just click on yes. So guys, when I refresh here, then go to this one, you see now it has updated my student to term 2. That means again, if I go back to this point and double click term 3, I click on yes, I still need to update 53 rows. So I click on yes, then I just refresh. So guys, you see it's working. It has taken all my student to term 3. So guys, let's see how to update the year. So you just need to go to this point here, create, then query design. Then this time round, you still use the parent table students. Then I bring this up here. I need to update the year. So I just go to the current year. You can also include the semester, though I will not use it. So again, you just go up here and hit on update. Then this field appears update to here. So I need to update the year to the next year. That means increment by 1. That means 2022 plus 1. That's what happens. So this becomes, you just type the field. The field is current year plus 1. That is the function that I will use there. Therefore, if now I save this one, therefore this is update year upwards. So guys, just a moment, okay, there is an error here. So I just remove that one, then I save. Therefore that is update year upwards. So if I cross this one, guys, if you check on this, we are in the year 2022. So if I go back to my query here, update here, I double click, then I click on yes. Again, I am affecting 53 records. So that when I click on yes, you see, still we are in the year 2022. So if I refresh, this one, you see now, guys, I have been taken to 2023. So I want 2023 term 1. So I just come here, double click, set to term 1, then I click on yes, and then refresh. So that means, okay, sorry, I have clicked term 2. I want to go to term 1. So we just right click, go to design view. Term 1 should be 1 here. Term 1, I save that one. So when I run the query that way, I click on yes, then I just cross it, then I refresh. Notice that I am in 2023 term 1. Also, guys, you may need to downgrade or go back to previous year, just like we are working with term 1, term 2 in a cyclic manner. So I need to go back to 2022. So I just go to update year upwards, copy, right click, paste. Then this one becomes now this becomes update year downwards. That is update year downwards. Then after doing that, I now go to design view, update years downwards, right click, go to design view. So this becomes -1. This becomes now current year -1. You deduct 1. So if the year was 2023, that becomes 2023 -1. And for that case, I just save it, then run the query. Remember, here we are in the year 2023. So if I run update the year downwards, guys, like that, I'll just run it. First of all, just close it. I just run this one by double clicking, then accept. Then I just refresh. You'll notice that my year goes back to 2022. So guys, the part 7 was all about how to upgrade students to the next class, and also probably how to that is the semester, sorry, and the year. Then on the other hand, we need to upgrade students to the next class. So I just go to this point here. I just go to create, then query design. Then from this juncture here, I just double click students. I want to use students. I want to upgrade the students to the next class. So I will bring the form, I will bring the class here, then just go up here and hit update query, then update to this one. If a student is in form 1, it will be form 1 plus 1. So he goes to form 2. If he was in form 2, it is form 2 plus 1. That becomes he goes to form 3. So guys, I just need to copy this. So Control C, then I just put it inside the square brackets. That is student form plus 1. Then I save. So this is update students to the next class. I save. So guys, if I go to this point here, you see now the student number 1, he's in form 1, student number 2 is in form 2. So we expect this to be form 2, form 3. So just go to this point here. I just double click, upgrade students to the next class. So I accept. So I accept. So guys, after doing this, see what will happen here. You see now once I refresh, this guy has been taken to form 2. This guy has been taken to form 3. That means our students have been promoted to the next class. You can also need to demote them because of one reason or the other. For example, if you clicked update students by mistake. So you just copy this, again paste it, paste. This is now to the previous class. That is degrade to previous class. So this is degrade students to previous class. So guys, what you need to do is just to go to right click, design view, then this becomes -1. That is student form -1. That means if I run it, the guys will be taken back to the class they were previously in. So I just do that, click on yes. Then if I click here, guys, you see now it has updated. This student has been taken back to the previous class. So guys, remember to subscribe, remember to visit my website. The URL is just down below this video, so that you can be in a position to that is to get more, and also you can be in a position to download some of the databases for free. Guys, thank you very much. Hi guys, let's proceed with chapter 8 or part 8 of our exam system. Today I'll be taking you through on how to do data validation. For instance, guys, if I do this, if I just go to one of the classes, like now I go to Form 1, I go to Form 1, Uganda, then we are in Term 2. Then I click on Enter Marks. Guys, if I cross this, you'll notice that if I click on English here, I can enter any mark. You see now I can enter any mark there, which is not attractive at all. So guys, somebody may just enter 1,000. So I want to take you through how to avoid that one from happening. And basically, you need to use two methods. You can use table method, which is easier. Therefore, we just go to our exams table, right click, go to design view. Then once you go to design view, here where we have the marks, like now where we have the marks, this is Math 1. We can just change this one to number. I had not noticed that. So when we are here, Math 1 here, you need to go to the validation rule here. Therefore, you click on Math 1, go to validation rule here, validation rule. Therefore, validation rule is less or equal to 100. Then validation text, this is the error message that comes over when the validation rule is violated. So we say violation, the error message that comes after you violate the validation rule is validation text. So guys, here we just write that please enter marks between 0 and 100. That is the message that will pop up if you violate. So I just need to copy that. Then I go to mathematics 2. That is mathematics 2. I paste that. Therefore, this is less or equal to 100. Okay, we can just say between 1 and 100. I think that one makes sense. Then you just go to Math 2. Yeah. So this one is between 1. So avoid somebody from keying in 0. Therefore, should be between 1 and 100. So that is for the mathematics. You go to mathematics 3. You do the same. So this is between 1 and 100. Then if somebody violates that one, you get that error message. So guys, let's see whether that one works for us. So we just need to see whether that one works for us. So I just cross this. Then I just go to filter. I hit on that. Then I go to mathematics here. Let's see whether you see now there is a violation that please enter marks. This one, please enter marks between 0 to 100. So that one works fine. So if I key in 1 there, you see now 1 is acceptable. If I key in 0, again I get the error message because I have assigned any mark greater than 1. So guys, the next method is to go to design view of this table. Then we just go to this point here. Like for example, I may opt to use Kiswahili 1, which is active. So I just go to property sheet. Then I hit on data. Guys, when you hit on data, you'll notice that we have the same dialog box. So you have the violation rule. The marks should be between let's say 1 and 100. Then the violation message again comes up that marks should be greater than 1. between 1 and 100. So that is another method. You can also see ICT2 and do the same here. So validation rule can still use greater than 100, less than 100, but the error message is the same, only that this one is 01 to that. That is ICT2 and Kiswahili 1. So I save that one, guys, then go back and try. So when I go to Kiswahili 1, this is Kiswahili 1, I put a greater mark, you see, please enter marks between 1 and 100. So 100 is acceptable, it is within the range, since we have said it is greater, that is less or equal to 100. Remember to pull this. So guys, that's how you can prevent marks entry that is erroneous, that is marks that are greater or that is that greater than 100 or less than 0. That one will make sure that your marks entry is perfectly done. So guys, keep on watching. I will be doing part 9 in my next video. Remember to subscribe and also remember to share my videos with your friends. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue with our next part. That is the next part of our exam system. And to start with, we shall go to exams table here. Then we add average. For example, I need to add average for maths, so can just code math average, then English average. Then we shall have the others. Average, we shall have science average, and also we shall have the Kiswa average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the subjects we have. ICT average, and also we shall have sign language average that way. Then here we shall have a calculated field. So I just go to calculated field there. Then I just go to this point. I open the bracket. Then in between the bracket, I open math 1. So it will be math 1 plus the next one is math 2. This is math 2. Math 2 plus math 3. Then I cross the bracket, divide by 3. Okay, so after having this one will make sure that your 3 subjects are inclusive and divided by 3. So I do the same to English average. So I go to calculated field. Then I open the bracket, and then I just go to this point. I have English 1 plus English 3 plus English 2, cross the bracket, divided by 3. Then you click on OK. So you continue doing that one until you go to the next one. The next one is that is social studies. So I open the bracket. Once I open the bracket like that, I then go to where social studies is. So I just go to where social studies is. Here we are. So social study 1 plus social study 2 plus social study 3, cross the bracket, divided by 3. That is the average of the subjects. Then if I may use those 3, 1, 2, 3 here, then I just click on mathematics, then go to this point here. Let me just go to this point here, and first of all save that, so I can cross that one. Again, just go to
this part. This part here, like for example, I just go to math here. This is math 1. Decimal places you set to 0 and choose fixed here to avoid a situation whereby you have so many decimal places. If, for example, I may demonstrate that one. If I scroll here, you'll notice that we can have this. You see, English, it has so many decimal places, but in mathematics, if we just do something on mathematics, if I key in some figures in mathematics, math 1, math 2, math 3, here, if for example I key in, you'll notice that there is a difference. There is a difference between that one. This one can be 56. Those ones were the figures I entered in my last video when I was showing you how to how to validate. So guys, if you look at this one, now, you see now this one there is a lot of decimal places, but in mathematics it is 0. You see in mathematics it's 0, but this one there is a lot of decimal places. So I go back to English, then do the same, set this one to 0, set this one to fixed. Do the same to social studies, decimals 0, format you put to fixed. Then after doing that one, now you'll notice that the decimal places are gone. You see now marks, we are in good position there. There are no decimal places. So after having done that one, you need to include those fields, the average fields, in the query. Remember our query is class filters. So I go back, I open class filters in design view, then I just scroll all the way. Then after doing that, I need to bring these fields, that is mathematics average, English average, social studies average, science average. You bring them in the query. So I have now added them to my query. Then the next step now is again to, okay, I have saved that. It is to add them in the form. So I open my form in design view. Once I open my form in design view, that way, I go and extend this. So I pull the grades to somewhere there. Now in this point, I need to include average. So I will have my average included here. So I go to format and assign it a darker color. Then I go to design, I go to add existing fields, and then I can just pull this a bit. I need to go, now you see my fields are available, so I add my maths average and English. I use those two. Then later on, probably off the camera, I can do the rest. Once I take you through these two, you'll be in a position to do the rest without struggle. So I press my English average and my mathematics average there. Then the next step now is to, okay, sorry for that, I wanted to save. The next step now is to code. In that, I include in my codes that these buttons also are not visible, just like we did in our video number 2 or number 3. So I just go to design view, I go to where the code in view code. So remember, when the form is loading, we should not see the average text box and the next one. So ing av dot visible equals to false. Then math average dot visible equals to false. Now that one we'll make sure that so after doing that one, you can copy these two. After doing that, if I go back to this form of mine, you'll notice that when I choose a class like 2022, Form 1, then Form 1 Uganda,
term 1, you'll notice that nothing is being displayed, not even the average. So that's what I wanted. But when you click on this one, when you click on English, I need the English average button to appear. So I go to this, back to design view, view code. So I go to where English is, English here. Then I include that code, but this one, this time round, this one is false. This is false, but this one is true. For the English should be true. Then I go to mathematics, I do the same, I paste them, but this time round, math average will be true. That's what exactly I needed to do. So for the other subjects, you do the same. You make sure that where the subject is, like mathematics, the others are false, only the mathematics average is true, just like we did to the others. So guys, after doing that one, we need now to go and key in that is the so now when you click this one, you notice that the English average is appearing. So guys, we need to go and code for the grading. I will introduce case select. For example, we start with the English, go to click the English average, go to properties, then event. On roster focus event, on roster focus event, hit the 3 dots. Then this is where our that is case select comes in. So we shall have select case, that is select case ENGAV, that is English average. Then case is greater than 80. Therefore, if case is greater than 80, then the English grade is grade 2. So G2 equals to text. So you quote. So we can just have excellent. That is excellent. Or we can just have distinction. Distinction. Then if let's say if case, that is case 70 to 80, then G2 can just copy this, to avoid much typing. So this one should be distinction 1. That's actually distinction 2. This one should be distinction 1. Then we carry on. Case, let's say 60 to 69. Then we paste that one. This guy here, we shall have credit 1. Then case 50 to 59, G2 will be credit 2. Let's say credit 2. Then from there we shall have case, let's say 35 to 49. Then this one we shall have this, that is pass. Let's say this guy will have a pass. Then from there we have case else. This guy, that is G2, will be supplementary or just retake. This guy will have a retake. So guys, after doing this one, we shall do exactly the same for mathematics, only that this one will be G2, G1. So we can just copy this code exactly as it is. Sorry, we have to end select. Therefore, end select. Then I copy this. I recopy that code. So I just go to save, go back to the code. Then this time round, I can just pull this apart. I'm now coding for mathematics average. So I go to event on roster focus. Then we go to this one, hit the 3 dots, then paste that one. But this time round, we needed to change. This one becomes now math average. Then this one becomes G1. G1, therefore this becomes G1, this becomes G1, this becomes G1, this becomes G1, this becomes G1. There we are. Then after now doing that one, we can test our system whether it will be in a position to give us the grades. So we just go back to this one. For these grades here, you can just enlarge them like that. Then make sure this one goes up, return it there. So we run our system. Therefore, we first of all check which term we are. We are in term 2, 2022, guys. This one is very important for filtering. So I go to filter. I change this one to term 2, hit enter. Max, you see now the student data comes up. Then from here, we need to do this marks, the missing marks. So we can just do the missing marks. Missing marks. This is 50, 63, 85. Then you need to tab these marks. You need to tab so that they can get inside the system. So guys, you see for yourself that the average is being used. The average is being used to give. So the first guy has distinction 2, credit 2, distinction 2, distinction 1, such. But remember guys, you have to validate. You see now, you have to validate the marks. You have to validate the marks so that you cannot be in a position to mess up with the entries. So for this one, you need to, you see now the system is detecting that there is some erroneous marks entry, just like I had taken you through the other one. So after doing that one, okay, so you see now this one is nice. On the other hand, here, if we go to mathematics, you see there are no grades. So I can just feed the marks here. So now it's working. 45, let's say 40. 62, credit 1. Then that one. You see now the system is working. But for this one you have to tab since there was no function. So you can see this one is working. So what you need to go back to the system here again. That is the exams. First of all, we save and cross this one. And if you go to exams table, inside the exams table, you'll notice that the grades, grade 1 for mathematics, grade 2 has been recorded. Also, the average for English and average for that mathematics and English has been recorded. So the remaining bit is for you to go back to this point here and assign science as calculated field, Kiswahili, ICT, and sign language, the way I have taken you through this procedure here of subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3 divided by 3. Then after doing that one, you'll be in a position now to do all your computation. You see, I have really utilized the power of case select. This one is case select, and it's very powerful in terms of how to assign grades. So guys, remember to subscribe, remember to share these files to your friends, and also remember to come back and check what I have for you. Guys, in my next video, I will be doing merit sheets and report forms, and our next video will be the final video on this Microsoft Access and VBA examination system. Thank you very much. Hi guys, let's continue with part 10 of our exam system. Remember guys, this is the last
part of this tutorial. So I open our previous model where we arrived at that is, we did the grading and subject entry. So I want us to come up with a mark sheet and also a report form. So guys, you just go to create, then you just go to report design. Then we need our report form to be this part. So just save it as our report form like that. Then after doing that, we need to create a query called report form that will supply our data here. So you just go to our previous query, that is class filters. You copy, then I just paste it. I just save it as report form query, report form queue. Then after that one, I make the report form queue the record source. So just go to this point and choose report form queue, then save my work. That means when I go to add existing fields, I'll be in a position to have my record source here as the report form queue. So guys, what I need to do is just to arrange my stuff here, and for that case, therefore, I'll have to come here and write. I'll have my exam one, then followed by my exam 2. So I'll have my exam 2, then I'll have my exam 3, here. That is my exam 3. Then what I need to do is to make sure that all exam 1s are aligned with exam 1. Therefore, just make that one vivid. Just go to that point. So what I am supposed to do now is to make sure that my exam 1 here, that is these ones here, this, for example, I have math 1, I have math 2, I have math 3. So I just cancel this that way. Therefore here I have my math 1 here, followed by math 2, followed by math 3. Then this one should be indicated as math 1. So I just go to design, I go to this one. So my subject here will be mathematics. That's what I have. So I just click here, and then just click this design here, and then this one are the subjects. Therefore here we have the subject. Then I highlight that one, I go to format, I put bold and bright in color, and this one can be centered, bold, and bright colors. So guys, I need to repeat that one, which I take English, those ones I hold shift, then bring all of them here. I remove the labels that way. So this one I have my English 1 there. Then I also have my English 2 there, and then my English 3 there, that way. Then I go to design, go to label, then this one is, I draw this one as English. This is English, the English, that is H. Then I do the same, I just go to these ones, I give them the same idea. So guys, I repeat that one for all the subjects. I will repeat that one for all the subjects, whereby now I have the next subject following each other. In that, when I run my report form, you'll be in a position to see marks here, marks here, marks here, marks here, like that. Then also remember we have the averages, so can just count to this point, take the average. So this is the average for English, it should be somewhere there. That is average for English, average for mathematics, that way average for mathematics, it will be somewhere there. Then that way, then we shall have to have the grade 1. So grade 1 is for mathematics, that goes there. Then grade 2 is for English, this one now goes there, like that. Then you also do the same, you give them the colors. Then up here you need to take a label. This is the average, this is the average, and then after having the average up here we shall have the grade, that is the grade there. So guys, I will be off the camera, I will be back when I have finished now putting all the subjects. Okay, so guys, after arranging the subjects just like I have done, it is important to put some lines. Like for example, I can just go to this point here and then choose a line. Like I need to have a line here, so I draw a line. Then you can just go to format, shape, line thickness, increase the line thickness. Yeah, for that case, you can also make these ones bigger, like something like 14, that way. Good. So we have exam 1, 2, 3. Then these ones, also this one, for example, I can just have it that way. Then up here you need to have the student admission number. So I just go to add existing. Up here, just scroll. I need the admission number of the student. I need the student name. I need the form, that is the class, delete the label, and also that is the stream. Also it's important to put the semester, that is the semester, should be the exam semester, the exam semester. So that is the semester. So here you have the student name, you have the semester, like that. So the student name should be somewhere there. This one should be somehow. This is the admission number of the student. So these ones also have them at size 14 and bold. This is the student name. Can just remove the word student. Let's have the name and then the semester, like that. The admission number, can just separate them. Good. So this is what we have, guys. And for that case, this is a nice report form for that case. And you can add other features down here, like total, etc. Like for example, I can just have this one. Just go to format, shape, outline, thickness, you put a bit of thickness. You can also draw vertical lines just to make your report form more attractive, like that. Then I just go again, take the line, draw the line, like that. Also go to this point here, draw a line, okay, remove that, delete. So I draw, I also go back, I draw, like that. We delete that, picked them. Good. You can also draw the others if you wish to do that one. If you wish to have one here, you can just have them. Go to English. You can just go down the science. Then also another one here. And also another one there. Then from there, guys, that is our report form so far we have. You can include other features here like total, ranking, etc. But I'm interested in having the filter form here. So we just go to this one, we open this, therefore you see this one, we copy this instead of designing another one. So you just go to right click, copy, right click, paste. This one just call it R filter, that is report form filter, R filter. Then in our R filter should read the report form, that is the report form query, and for that case we shall have to go to this report form field and change it to read to R filter. So here we had done the filter form, so we shall have the R filter here. We have the R filter, and also here we have the R filter. Also here we have the R filter. For that case, this is, I remove this one, should be inside the R filter. Then from there, we need to inform Microsoft Access that whenever this button is clicked, right click, go to design view. Whenever this button is clicked, this one should produce report form. That is show report form. Show report form. And for that case, we needed to change the coding of that button to read a report instead of reading to a form. And for that case, we need to change that code. Therefore, just go to property sheet, then go to event, then on click here, hit the three dots. This time round, we are changing this one to do cmd dot open report. That is dot open report instead of then our report. We go to check on our report name. Our report name is report form. So you can just right click report form. Just go to that. So our report name is open report form. Report form. That is our form name. And then this one changes now. Arc preview. That is arc preview. Then maximize. Then we remove this one. Just remove this. That is what we need to have as the code for that one. So guys, I remove this and we try to see whether our report form is working. We click cross on. Then we just go to our report filter. We choose that one. We also go to form 1. Then I go to form 1 Uganda. Then we are in semester 2 show report form. So guys, you see now it has read our report form. If our report form is vivid, you see now it is reading our report form, showing the admission number, the semester, showing the marks for exam 1, exam 2, exam 3 average, and also the that is the grading. Remember guys, we had not done all of them. If you watched my previous video, the intention was actually to take you through how you can do it. Then at your free time, when you have much time, you can be in a position to implement the same and come up with a full functional exam system. So guys, in case you need to perform other activities like ranking, you can just hit the button below this video showing you how to perform ranking in Microsoft Access reports. Then guys, from here we can just go ahead and look at how you can come up with a mark sheet. So you do the same, you just go to blank report form. Then this time around you need to change the page setup. So our page setup becomes landscape, and then that means it can be larger. Then after doing that, just pull this a bit. Again, go to our master here. Therefore, this time around we want to use our master. Therefore, you copy master, right click again, go to paste. This time around, just call it merit sheet. Then you change this one. You save this one as merit sheet. Then after doing that, you need to go to all here, and then you change that one to merit sheet. That one should be the raw source for this form. Cross that, go to design, go to add existing. Now you have all the stuff of the student. So guys, what you need to do is to have this one. You can hold the shift up to that one, you bring them here. I need all of them, like drag your mouse, delete that one. Then also this one you can just do a bit of reducing them, then arrange them. We have admission number, we have student name. This one should be somehow bigger than the others. Then we have these two, that is a number. This one is a bit longer, like that. Can have that one. But the best thing to use here is the student. Apart from this one, the others use exam form and class form here. These ones, bring them here. So you remove the label. This is exam form, and this is the exam class. Then from there you can now arrange this one according to averages. Like for example, you have English. Like now I may need to have English average, and since this one doesn't have the averages, you may opt to use the one with the averages, and for that case we need to switch this one to this one, class filters, right click, copy, right click, paste. Therefore let's have this one as mark sheets. Then you open the mark sheets, right click, go to design view, remove these filters here. Remove these ones, you don't need them. You remove these ones. Remove that one, also remove this one. So that when we run, it should run. Good. There we are. So we change now our raw source again, property sheet. Go to form here, choose form, report, sorry. Here you change it to mark sheet instead of, that is the mark sheet. I have changed it because there are no calculations in the previous one. So guys, after doing that, go back, and this time around, I can just bring the subjects I want. For example, I may create the mark sheet for exam 1 around, then exam 2, like that. So I just decided to use exam 1. So I just bring the mark 1, that is maths 1. Then I just choose English 1, like that. English 1. Then I can just go to Kiswahili 1. This is for semester 1. For semester 2, you repeat the same. Therefore, this is Kiswahili 1, then Science 1. Remember, every semester should have its different mark sheet, reading from the same query, but should be different. So this is
mark sheet SS1. Then we have ICT1. Shall have our ICT1, and then we have the sign language 1. So you repeat that way so that you can also have the mark sheet for the other one. Then don't forget to pull this one upwards up to where this one ends. It should look like that. Then guys, after doing that one, you will now need to, you can just take this one to the end that way. So you can cross now this. After doing that one, now I can be in a position to write this is here. You can just write whatever you want. This is admission number. Then we have the name. You can have form, class. Okay, we didn't put the semester, so you can have the semester like that. And this means this one should be pulled away. We have this one to start somewhere there. So I needed to go to add existing and then get the semester, the exam semester here. So pull this down, remove the label, put the semester there, like that. Then again pull this back. Then from there I can proceed. We have math, English, Kiswahili, and we have science, we have social studies, then we have our ICT, and then we have our sign language. Then after doing that one, I just needed to save that one and run. There we are. Therefore guys, you can see now we have been in a position to create a mark sheet that is for semester 1, and therefore you just need to do a bit of modification to that one. Just right click, go to design view, then you'll be in a position to come up with a very organized and very good work. Remember guys, to see how to do the ranking, watch the videos whose link is just attached below this video. It will be in a position to guide you on how to come up with the ranking in Microsoft Access. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Remember to share my files or my videos with your friends, and also remember to comment so that I can be in a position to guide you on whatever probably you may feel was a challenge. Guys, thank you very much.